Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, May 30, 2022. Jamaica's first adult transitional facility for homeless persons has been opened in downtown Kingston. The state-of-the-art facility was officially opened on Friday by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The King Street-based facility was transformed from an abandoned dental office into a modern homeless center. The Prime Minister says the new facility, which will operate on a 24-hour basis, will set an example of the high quality of care that our poor and vulnerable citizens deserve.
Homelessness is a devastating, dangerous, and isolating reality for too many Jamaicans. It is anticipated that this facility will set an example of service excellence with regard to the improved care offerings to the poor and vulnerable.
Pointing out that over 60% of Jamaica's homeless population is in Kingston and St. Andrew, Mr. Holness says there are plans to increase the facility's capacity. It can currently house 40 occupants, and the intention is to add another floor and increase the capacity to 100. The Transitional Living Facility is named in honor of local government minister Desmond McKenzie, who first began advocating for such a development when he was councillor and mayor of Kingston. Minister McKenzie, who expressed happiness that the dream is finally a reality, says those for whom it is built are entitled to the care and protection of their government and country.
This is what we need to do to respond to the plight of these people. Many of them, Prime Minister and colleagues, contribute to the growth and development of Jamaica. Many of them were taxpayers. We're putting in a therapeutic park. We're putting in facilities here that they can come and enjoy the comfort of a home because they deserve to be remembered for the role they play.
The Desmond McKenzie Transitional Center for the Homeless is one of 3 transitional living facilities for the homeless being developed in the country. The other 2 are being built in Falmouth, Trelawney, and Ocho St. Anne. West Central St. Andrew is the latest constituency to receive free public access to high-speed broadband internet. The $20 million infrastructure was unveiled Thursday along Olympic Way in the area. Community members in the Tower Hill, Malines, and Coburn Gardens divisions have also been connected to internet under the program. A separate Wi-Fi infrastructure was installed at the Seaward Primary and Junior High School. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the move is part of government's thrust to create a digital society.
The government has 2 strategic interventions. One is to get devices into the hands of those who can't afford them, which we have been doing with our children. So once we give it to the children, then it becomes available to the household. And then secondly, is to get the schools connected so that you can use the smart devices, and then to get internet access in the public domain, particularly in public areas, so that if you need to do transactions, you can do them online because you don't have to worry about connectivity.
The Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ, has provided financial support of over $300 million to help build local micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises (MSMEs) ecosystem. The funds have been distributed under the different portfolios of the Boosting Innovation, Growth, and Entrepreneurship Ecosystems (BIGGI) program. It includes over $150 million in grants to 27 MSMEs and $157 million to 225 businesses to digitize their operations and aid economic recovery from COVID-19. $63 million was used for capacity development, while 15 teams of entrepreneur students at the tertiary level were assisted with $6 million in startup funds. Project manager for the BIGGI program, Chris Brown, says the aim is to support business along all stages of the development process.
We're going to help drive innovation, productivity amongst these businesses by providing grants, technical assistance, access to equity financing, the institutional strengthening, which is the ensuring that the institutions who serve businesses, your incubators, accelerators, that they are operating at a standard that can create game-changing MSMEs out of it.
Mr. Brown was speaking at the recent signing of a non-reimbursable financing agreement between the government and European Union for €7 million under the EU's Caribbean Investment Facility. A comprehensive review and renovation of markets is to begin this year. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie made the disclosure during his recent sectoral presentation in Parliament.
We have heard the pleas of the vendors for better facility from which they can conduct business. We recognize them as important players in the economic life of the country.
In the meantime, Minister McKenzie says Phase 3 of the Clarkstown Market in Trelawney, which was completed in the last financial year, will be officially opened on June 16. In Hanover, a major renovation of the Hopewell Market is now completed. A full overhaul of sanitary facilities, plumbing and electrical infrastructure was done at a cost of $24 million.
We're going to be moving, Madam Speaker, to ensure that this market come on stream as quickly as possible.
And finally, a task force is being set up to facilitate a national cleanup program for the country. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie will spearhead the task force along with other ministers of government. He says the goal is to restore public order in the society.
As a country, we need to have some civic pride. We're seeing where developers carrying out construction has taken all of our sidewalks, our bus stops. They deposit the sand, the gravel on the ground. The public cannot access the roadways, Madam Speaker. The sidewalks are taken.
The minister, who was making his sectoral presentation in Parliament, also revealed that the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, had collected just over 903,000 tons of waste in the last fiscal year at a cost of $850.3 million. He added that a mobile app developed in 2021 to report littering in public spaces and illegal dumping continued to generate significant support. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.